Hello, everybody.
Well, hello, everybody. It's time for Halloween Tuesday. Sorry that we're so late. We slept in. I was up till like 5, being dumb.
You were being dumb.
Being dumb and having time off.
I was not there with you. I was asleep.
But also, we got to hang out with some cool people yesterday night. I don't know if you guys caught the Dwarfy stream, but we got to play Gartic Phone with some dwarfs and a bunch of other cool people.
Bunch of guests.
Yeah, we were 2 of them. It was awesome. It was really fun. We just scrumbled around. I laughed really hard. I laughed till I was sick. It was good.
I drew things. I tried to draw other things.
Yeah.
Some things worked, some things didn't.
Some things happened. Some things didn't happen when drawing, you know? Sometimes we drew things that we were like, oh, that's all right. That came out the way I wanted. And most of the time it was like, oh God, no. Oh no, what's happened? Oh, thanks, pal. We were with a good group, so I was really nervous.
Let's get on screen, dude.
I'm trying, but I can't move. Do you need to click into the window?
Oh, I need to click into the... sorry.
Free me! Free me from this prison!
Hello.
Yeah! Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Just as Sparrow comes in and says, hey...
Just as nature intended.
Hey, pay attention to me instead. Okay, Sparrow. Let me pet your butt. Let me see. Where did I... Here I am. Hey! Hey, we're here!
Yo.
Ahoy!
Keep looking up.
Keep looking up.
Hang on. Do I hope? Yeah, I do.
What's up?
The phone is...
What's up, dog?
The phone is tilted.
The phone is tilted.
There we go. Ah, okay.
Oh, so you weren't telling me to keep looking up.
No. Hey, look up!
What is it?
Just see, look around and I look up.
What's up there?
Look at it. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all, actually. Yeah, skybox.
Yeah! Yeah! So yeah, I was super nervous. But I was made less nervous by the fact that there were like 9 other people there. So it was okay. If there was one dwarfy Gartic draw that I could go to, I'm happy it was the one where there were like 9 other people. So that I was less nervous. There's no pressure for me to like be funny or perform because it's like, oh, there's enough other people here that the pressure is like spread out evenly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I don't talk, someone else is gonna talk and it'll be great. That was great. Oh, Lovesick, thank you. I saw you in chat. I didn't have chat up until the very end because I was scared of looking at it. So I just didn't. And then I brought it up at the end and I saw that you were there. And you were there, and you were there, and you were there.
And you were there.
Yeah. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to what I'm calling Campfire Chronicles. Eh?
Oh, dear.
Eh? Should I waggle my eyebrows on? I'm trying. It's really hard. Hold on.
What are you calling it?
I'm waggling my whole face.
What are you calling it?
Campfire Chronicles.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to just imagine like...
You should have told our editor that that's what you wanted to call the stream.
What editor?
Me.
Kirili, are you out?
No, me. I called it Share Your Campfire Stories on the stream.
That's fine. Just imagine like a big title saying Campfire Chronicles and it's in like curly font. And imagine that it's like fading over the screen now as we're like, welcome the Campfire Chronicles.
Welcome to the Campfire Chronicles. Like that.
Yeah, exactly, you see. Just imagine that. Pretend that we were in any way prepared. Yeah, so today it's spooky story time. We just thought it'd be fun to sit and read spooky stories, and that's it. And we even made it possible for you guys to send in your spooky stories if you wanted. Although it was very last minute. We only decided this yesterday.
We pivoted away from certain things that we did last year, so now we're a bit
AI.
like, yeah. So now we're like, what can we do instead? We got this campfire. We've got storytelling capabilities. So we'll make campfire stories.
Okay, you guys don't have to send stuff, but the form is still open if you want to, but no pressure. It's okay.
Yeah, the idea is that you guys get inspired and send in, and then we have a fun joke together.
Yeah, you're welcome to send them in. I have a couple of short stories locked and loaded. I hope they're good. I haven't read them before, so fair warning.
Oh.
They're apparently classics. I haven't read them before.
So
I hope they don't contain anything terrible. But I'm just kind of throwing myself off the waterfall and hoping that I don't die at the bottom. That's all.
any news about the pumpkin entries? Yes, Martina put you guys' pumpkins on the thumbnail for yesterday. Should be going up today on the VOD channel. And I think we'll have a look through them later the stream.
Oh, should we do it first? Should we do pumpkin watch early in the day?
It's up to you.
Pumpkin
yeah, I'm up.
watch.
I'm up for it.
What happened to the pumpkins?
Oh.
Where did they go?
You
What
sent me a sync
happened?
sketch. Swifty, can you find the sync sketch?
Yeah, I can. Give me 1 sec. Let me
Cool.
find it.
That way we can keep doing controllers.
All right.
Well, actually, I saw Martina. Okay, so I got mods able to appear, but it looks like mods get hit by bombs. So,
It says.
Martina was. Is that Kurzik up there? That's someone.
Oops. Oh,
Oh, it's
I saw-
Pablo.
I'm just opening all the things on my computer I'm not meant to be. This is terrible. I'm trying to open one window and I managed to click on like 3 things I'm not supposed to click on.
Terrified Kurzik.
This is great. Thank you so much, Martina.
I think Martina, can you? Oh, there we go. I found them.
What did you find? Wait,
I
you
found our
the
mods.
The ghosties. So great job getting ghosties in there, Doig.
Yeah.
Look, it's all coming together.
There we go.
So yeah, all right.
Oh, nice and toasty now.
Unfortunately, my eyebrows are still sad when I sit down, but we're just gonna have to deal with that today.
Sorry, that was low on the low on the fuck. Well, don't sit down then.
Well, I want to sit down to tell
Okay.
spooky stories,
Okay.
you know. But we can. Yeah, do you want to do pumpkin watch? I have the sync sketch up. If you guys would like to see some pumpkins, who wants to see some pumpkins?
I do.
Well
They
then.
be over here then. Grab your favorite mod.
Grab my favorite mod.
I'm gonna grab the closest favorite mod.
Wait, there's 2. You can't say that. Now I'm screwed no matter what I do. I'm either gonna get murdered by Kurzek or by Martina.
Haha.
You're both my favorite mods. Wait, so we have to manually bring them.
Rip you guys, rip, so we can place you.
Oh, stop haunting the campfire. Okay, let's see. Bring you over. She's drifting away, Doig.
Oh, did rip not work?
We could be drifting.
Okay, you guys just stick around the campfire then, I guess.
Okay, guys. You just.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh,
no, this is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I left. Martina was like, fuck this.
I didn't test this at all.
I couldn't tell, to be honest. I think it's fine. I mean, truly, this is the spookiest thing that could have happened. Is the game haunted? Halloween stream gone wrong.
Wait, it's working now. I think.
We've lost Martina.
Martina, quick, grab a torch.
She's
Let's
lost
find
in the
Martina.
woods. Where could she be?
Martina.
Martina! Normally, if a dinosaur's looking for you, you don't want to get found by a dinosaur. It's normally a bad thing. She went, aha! Martina, you're back. Hello, I got you.
Okay, rip.
Kurzek, stop that. This is an extremely serious stream. You have to be mature. Yeah, that's better. That's more like it.
Okay. Okay.
Beep boo boo. That's amazing. It was a Marco Polo attempt. You know what? That's fair. I can see that. It worked.
Oh, I've just...
Something happened.
Oh, they got teleported.
Yeah, what did...
I didn't know it would do that.
Now they're drifting again. You made them all drift. Where did Pal go?
I don't know. I'm really good at this, honest.
Oh no.
Palbro, save you, Palbro.
Yeah, you found him.
Okay.
Thank goodness, you were almost kill-hilled.
I was too good, and they teleported with us.
Okay,
That's how good I am that I didn't realize that I got it to work. All right. Cool.
All right. Okay. Perfect.
All right. Cool.
All right.
All right. Then I just go to here and I share your screen. You all good?
Yep.
Yo.
Hey. So let me. How do I? There we go. Hey. So now we can have a look at all the pumpkins.
Yo.
So this is Renee's pumpkin, I believe. The good idea pumpkin. Good idea pumpkin. Thoughts, Doig?
I think it's a good idea.
You think this one was a good idea? Or do you think?
Is this a reference to something that I'm not aware of?
Well, you wouldn't be aware of good ideas, Doig. That's true. I would expect you to recognize this concept.
I got a big meat here with.
Yeah? Oh, you're going to hit me with it. I'd like to see you try.
I'm so ineffectual.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah!
All I know of Good Idea is the song that you sing.
What do I think?
Good idea, good idea. Ba-da-da-da-da.
I just keep waiting till you decide to come back to town. It's Jukebox the Ghost. You don't call, that's alright. You send me a postcard. Oh! This is good. I wish I could tell what the name said at the top. It's another Renee. You might have to read them because I have a Venusaur sticker covering where the names are.
You might need to cover that anyway.
Oh, do we not want that?
We don't want that.
We don't want to know who did what.
Well, we don't want to see real names. Rennie's
Okay.
fine to see.
Okay, NDA me for a sec.
Oh.
And I can take care of it. Good idea, you keep me waiting round. I'll just wait here until you decide to come back to town. You don't call, that's alright, you send me a postcard.
Oh, I asked people to put their names they wanted to put there. Oh, so are we good, Martina? Are we good? Are we good? I'll bring it back.
I censored for nothing. I can't believe this. Look how good I censored it. There's nothing here.
Oh, good.
Do you want me to move it?
I mean, it should be fine.
Yes?
Yeah, it should be fine. If Martina's edited it, then we're all good.
Okay.
It was a good censor, yo.
Yeah, it was.
You're
Getting
great.
a pure ref up.
All right.
So check out this Renee. It looks like they're blasting a laser.
Is it Kamehameha or a Hadouken?
That's a really cool idea for a pumpkin. Damn. Very cool. And then
It's a Rennie Hammy here.
Next we got another Renee. This one is a pumpkin.
It's a pumpkin.
Could you guess? Amazing. This pumpkin's a pumpkin.
I like that the stalk is rebelling. It's going the other way.
It's like, I'm going my own way. Fuck whatever I was given. I'm going to be the pumpkin I desire to be, not the pumpkin that you made me. This is just an entirely shaved pumpkin. It's beautiful. It just glows with a radiance.
That is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It looks like a big peach.
That must have taken you ages. Like the bits around the top and bottom are really fiddly to shave off. It's bald, naked pumpkin. No one look. I need the sensor bar back. I need the sensor bar
Bring it back.
No
Swifty,
one look.
put a black bar over a part of the pumpkin.
I can't anymore. My Puref is gone.
Oh.
I can do this.
You're gonna...
There, just imagine. What are we censoring? You'll never know. Stop thinking about it.
Pumpkin nipples. Kipples. Pump kipples.
One of the things I learned yesterday is that I can't draw Kirby. I don't know what Kirby looks like.
Did you try?
I did, and this is how I drew them. And then I
It's
realized
a ditto.
Then I realized that a big key to drawing a Kirby is that they have like the long eyes. And that's why my Kirby looks so weird. You see, now it's Kirby.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. I do a Kirby tune, but I can't think of one over the top of Halloween music.
I don't know Kirby music. I probably did.
That's Kirby.
Hang on. Draw a C-shaped nose.
Wait! That's what I got wrong about Barry too. Does Barry have long eyes?
Maybe.
Maybe his eyes are just really spaced out.
Now, give him a scruffy beard.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You did it.
That's a Barry. When the candlelight hits your pumpkin in the middle of the night, that's a Barry. It's Barry. Just like you guys always knew him. He was a pumpkin the whole time. He's been disguised. What the heck? Barry, I didn't know you were a pumpkin.
So we've established that Barry is just an unshaved Kirby.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you're right. Barry is Kirby.
Wait, yeah, an unshaved. Yeah, I got it right.
Inside every pumpkin is a Barry just waiting to come out. You can draw him out by channeling your art. It's 2:30 AM for Barry and I can't wait for him to talk tomorrow about how he woke up in a cold sweat. Because we know his secret now. We know that Barry's secretly a pumpkin. We're on to you. Just a hairy pumpkin.
What's the next one?
Oh look, it's you, it's the Doig.
Oh, it's me.
It's the Doig with the ham.
With the ham.
Big Doig with the ham. Got the whole club looking at him. I wanted to rotate it, then I realized I couldn't. It's very good. I really like this one.
I've got that
Kieran.
energy, you know, that like the eyes are slightly apart.
It's slightly askew. How did you? Oh, you carved the eyes in the back. That's really clever.
Oh.
What?
Wait, no,
how did you suspend the eyes? And it's holes in the back of the pumpkin.
No, I think you can. Well, it might be, but I think you can just do that anyway.
No, you can't.
I think you can.
You can't. No, you can't.
Are you sure?
Give me some confirms in chat, guys. You can't do that, right? You can't. The whole point is that it like simulates carving a real pumpkin.
Oh,
so
really?
You have to put the extra stuff in, yeah, to make sure it's all supported and stuff, and it makes sense because it won't work if it's not physically possible.
Dang.
Yeah.
You're going, Adam.
Nah, if you'd been carving pumpkins yesterday with me, you would know.
I would have known. I would have figured it out.
And look, there's a Swifty. That's a Swifty.
Scary Swifty.
Different technique. You see, this time we have the eyes carved on the front.
Oh,
so that you
but
get that candle glow.
But they got that shaved shape.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You see, if you could stick things on, then you could do that.
That'd be cool. Like next year.
Yeah. Maybe next year we'll get pumpkin accessories. Who knows?
Pumpkin hats.
This one's really cute.
Aww.
Kitco. Aww. It looks like the tail's like, it's me.
No, it's an owl with a snake.
Oh, the owl and the snake, the classic love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the moon.
You are the snake to my owl. Oh, this one's amazing. What the heck? Oxy Bee. What the heck? That's so cool. Whoa. You really carved like an actual proper face and everything. This is great. Is that Germa?
Is it Germa?
It could be Germa.
Could it?
Kind of looks like Germa.
Does it?
It does kind of look like Germa a little bit.
How?
I don't know. I feel like maybe it needs like a longer chin to be Germa. I don't know. It's pretty Germa adjacent. That undo. Yeah, good.
We'll never know.
Is it Germa? We won't know. I don't think Oxy Bee's here.
That could be an entire like YouTube series.
Is it Germa?
Is it Germa?
Yeah, you're right. It should be the next. Is it Cake? Just is it Germa? Onster says it looks like Marshima. Okay, Onster. At this point, you're just saying everything looks like Marshima.
Majima.
Oh, look, Sparrow's here. She does actually look like Marshima. Hello. Hello. Hello, little butt.
Although I realized that Majima has a eye patch, which is what
That's
Kuma would
true,
have.
So it can't be Marshima.
But she's totally more Majima energy.
How's this? How's that, Onster? Don't let me get the clip. It could be Germa. Oh, I should say, by the way,
Yeah?
that we have a thing we're doing for subs this week.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone like resubs or subs or gift subs, then we have a wheel of trick or treat, which has several different things on it that can happen or cannot happen. That we will spin and then do the thing on it for every sub that we get. So just to make you guys aware that that's happening today, because yesterday we couldn't do it because it was not ready.
Wait, does it still have throwing Sonics in on the wheel?
It does, yeah.
We'll
So
need to
is the
change
wheel
that
not
one.
ready?
That one is not ready.
Okay, I see. Yeah, your sub isn't renewed for 2 weeks, so rip. Ah, well. You know, it happens. Thank you very much for the bits. What the
And
heck?
there go the mods.
That's super cool of you. Thank you. What? I thought you said gift boxes didn't come in.
They didn't.
Doig, it's kind of big. It's kind of big. Kurzek, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, guys, this wasn't meant to happen. This isn't meant to be what.
It's gonna crush us.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh. Are we okay?
I think
Hold
we're
on.
inside.
Let's change to a different view.
I think
please.
we're inside it.
I can see the shadows going with us.
I'm stuck in here.
Hold on, can I pick it up? Doig, come out. Come out of there. Can we zoom out? Can we see it?
This is as zoomed as we can get.
Oh my gosh. I want to see the giant sub box. I wish to see it.
There it is.
Here it is. Look, we put we put Halloween wrapping paper on it and everything. You won't see because I think it's gone off the edge. Quick, Dog, come over here. Oh. Okay.
Wait, I came with you.
No, go back.
Okay.
Okay, well, I tried to catch a glimpse of it as it fell over the edge. Thank you very much for the sub. Renee right here, thank you very much for the subby. More big boxes. It didn't happen again.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
I'm very confused as to what's happening. Go on, Doig, explain yourself. Doig, explain. Explain. You're under the light of my interrogation.
Well, I think in the midst of fixing certain things, I fixed that it appears, but apparently it scales bad.
Oh, really? It scales bad. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of love it. I wouldn't mind huge. Oh,
I fix it too hard.
I wouldn't mind huge sub boxes, but now it means we have to spin the wheel.
It does twice.
We have to spin 2 wheels for Kursek and for Rene. So give me a sec, Doig. NDA me for a sec.
Oh, NDA you. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I've got the right tab up because this is just a browser thing that I'm doing. At last. Okay, you can bring it back.
Okay. It wouldn't be Doig and Swift without all of this.
Yeah.
There we go.
So everybody, here is our. It's a bit bright.
It's very bright.
Sorry about that.
Can you
listen? It's fine.
Can you customize it so that it's in like dark mode or something?
I mean, I can customize the colors to make the colors darker.
Make the background black if you can.
I don't know if I can. Oh. Okay. How's that?
Better. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's do a spin. This is for you, Kursek. Here we go. So hope it doesn't land on one of the ones we can't do. Oh my gosh, yes. It's a treat, baby! Haha! See, the orange ones are treats and the purple ones are tricks. I get to draw a Sonic. Ha! Yes! Win! And then this is for Renee. Don't do it. Yeah, okay! Alright! Another treat. Oh, look at us. Look at us. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Kursek.
Did someone say
Renee.
candy?
Candy. Candy!
We got candy.
Got more, please. Yeah! Alright! Alright! I get to draw a Sonic now. I'm gonna do it just after we look at the pumpkins. So you guys can see the pumpkins and I get to draw a Sonic. And you guys have to put up with the fact that I get to draw it. Deal with it. Ah yes, here we are. Back at Pumpkin Zone. Here at Pumpkin Hill. Are you ready? It's a Doig. It's a Doig
I love
lantern.
it. Yes. Oh, good energy.
There's some good pumpkins going on here.
I like that you commented on it yesterday, but I like the way you've done the antlers.
So this is Nicholas Vergara. There we go. And then this one is also Nicholas Vergara. It's so cute. Oh, jeez. Pilky, thank you. It did work again.
It did work. Again? It worked every time.
Can we come to the side? I want to look at it quick before. Oh, it's going. It's back there. Oh no. Thank you very much for the subby. Did someone say spinning for farts? Oh, you guys better not get it. I'll be so mad. Okay, let's see. Here we go. You
got just draw the Sonic as well, so we keep up.
Okay, all right. I'll stop everything and draw the Sonic then. If you insist. No.
So what does that mean?
Well, it's just as well. Okay, this is a trick. So you guys can suggest what I draw, and I get to choose from chat, but you guys can suggest some cursed prompts for me. All right. NDA me, please. I'm going to get Photoshop open. Draw unlimited font.
So give me a sec, and I will make
worm.
it so it's easier for me to do this.
It's a classic. Sonic Worm Candy. Sonic in the Family Guy death pose. If only I could draw Sonic Worm in the Family Guy death pose, but he doesn't have enough limbs.
There we go.
Sonic Worm farting. Alright, I'll draw Sonic Worm farting for you guys. I get to draw a nice Sonic first though, so it's great. It's all good. Sonic Worm, I miss him. We were gonna have one of the tricks be that Sonic Worm gets thrown in, but we didn't get a worm fast enough for that to happen. So, you know, sorry.
Next year, maybe.
All right, I have my canvas. So yeah, there we are.
Okay.
Yeah, subby time. First I get to draw just a fun Sonic, right?
Kieran, I would not have had time. I was balls to the wall and everything for this.
Doig was literally just working yesterday and trying to get the stuff which is broken fixed. And we still don't have a lot of stuff. Like, we still don't have the mod stuff working. All right.
I can probably resummon the mods, I think, if I do this. Oh.
Maybe give me a little
Well,
resummon.
in theory. You're so fucking fast at drawing Sonic.
No.
You must get real excited to draw Sonic.
I don't know what you mean. That's not why I put it on the wheel at all. Here's our guy, Onster. Here's our guy.
What's that
Yeah.
part? Oh, Shadow. That's cool.
Where?
You know what I meant.
Hail Shadow. Oh, we should just draw Shadow and Sonic being friends. That'd be cute. It's my treat redeem, and I can draw what I want. With nothing left to lose, you win! He doesn't look happy, but he is happy inside.
While Swifty does this drawing, if you want to submit a spooky campfire story, use !what to get the link, and then you can submit your story. And if it passes the vibe check, we'll read it on the stream.
Yeah, it is kind of difficult to know if it's going to pass the vibe check because we don't have time to check properly. But if it starts to sound weird, we'll probably just stop reading it.
Yeah. It's like yin yang. Are you my shadow? Are you my
Just like Sonic's shadow,
other
he's
half?
always following you around. He's always there.
You're
Drawn
the-
him a little bit bigger than Sonic, so now I need to make Sonic a little bit larger.
Interesting choice.
What, rather than making Shadow smaller?
Yeah.
Point of view, you've just arrived at the party.
Is it a
You
joint
brought
party?
casserole. Yeah, it's
Are they roommates?
yeah. They're having a house party, having a housewarming party because they've just moved in together. And you've just arrived at their door with a casserole.
They've made lasagna.
Welcome. That was my shadow impression.
I'm gonna, while you're doing this, I'm gonna use Twitter to tweet that we're doing this. I'm also gonna screen cap this drawing.
They're standing weirdly far apart, actually, for having their arms around one another. They're like, walk under our arms to enter the party. We are the archway. Maybe I can shift them a little bit closer together.
We are the archway.
Heroes, walk through our arms to reach the party. Obliterating anyone who doesn't walk under our arms to get to the party.
Did you write unlimited toots on the wheel?
Yeah.
Okay, should we clarify that
It's 1 minute
it's 1 minute
It's 1
of
minute
unlimited toots?
of unlimited toots.
I don't want to think that you guys are unlocking unlimited toots forever. But it doesn't cap to 1 per person. So it's unlimited for a minute. Just so we're like all on the same
Happy house.
Same-
warm.
level.
There we are. How are we feeling about this? It's a pretty good treat. All right. Oh no, I'm gonna get blasted. Ah, I'm still here. The hedge husbands. The husband hogs. The hus hogs. And now I have to do the cursed. So let's oh my gosh, Risen Demon, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Wait a second, I didn't think about this. If you've gifted 5 subs, do you get 5 spins? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess so.
Okay, we'll try it this one time, and if it goes wrong, then that'll be the only time that 5 subs happens to have 5 spins attached to it.
I think I've seen other people do this, and they did it for every 5 subs you spin the wheel. But you've
No, I've established now that every sub gets a spin.
Yep.
You sub, you spin. Thank you so much, Risen Demon, and happy Halloween.
Sorry, here you go.
I have to do this first, and then I'll spin the wheel for you. But I have to draw the Sonic worm farting.
We could get 5 minutes of unlimited toots. I've set it up in such a way that I can choose how long they unlock for at will.
This is already going wrong. Obliterating everything that's not your friend. Wait, I'm gonna give him like a look of consternation. He's trying really hard to fart.
Oh God. Okay.
What? What, Doig? What is it?
Nothing. Just.
He's trying. It looks like he's being tickled. Or
I mean, is there a place anywhere that would release? Does he have a valve?
Yeah, it's got a little pooter at the back.
Oh no.
You know.
Oh no. He's in pain.
This is no good.
Like a release. Maybe I meant a vent. A release vent.
He's venting.
He's
But
venting.
he classically comes out of like every little coil of the worm.
They should get you on a proper drophy for this sort
No, they
of stuff.
shouldn't.
Yeah, they should.
This isn't what I want my legacy to be.
Well, I'm tweeting.
Swifty, the Sonic fart person.
I'm tweeting this.
Don't tweet this. My dad's on Twitter. Don't show what I spend my time doing.
Okay, I won't tweet this.
You sneak. Sneaky man with your streamer tricks.
Space Pirate Fender is asking the important questions. If you cut him in 2, would both halves heal into Sonic worms?
Yeah. That's how
Okay.
you make more Sonic worms.
That's how you make more Sonic worms. Okay.
Poot. There you go, guys. Here you are. Happy Halloween. Just for you, I have done a cursed drawing of the Sonic worm. Yeah, Wonder Over Yonder, Star Brigade, Glim? No, Sonic worm farts. Exactly. That's gonna be it. It's my legacy. Okay, here we go. This is for Risen Demon.
Wait, okay.
I'm so scared. I'm frightened. Candy! Oh. Oh, it's not candy. It's turnips. It's just turnips. We got turnips.
Turnip up!
Thank you, Risen Demon, for the turnips. Cool, great. Great. I love them. Great. Yeah, you better go. You better get gone. Look at that massive sub box. It has Halloween wrapping paper on it.
Yeah, look.
Look.
We went all out.
We made it all.
We tried.
Halloweenish.
Look,
for
we
you.
tried. We tried. Okay, we tried.
We tried. We tried, everybody.
We tried. Okay.
We tried our best.
Ah.
Oh no. 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 There's candy everywhere. Who's gonna clean all this up? I guess I'll just have to do it myself with my mouth.
Nom nom.
No! Alright, I'm spinning again.
I don't think the camera's following just me anymore.
I think it's following both of us, but mostly you. Oh, God. Oh, God. It was gonna happen, wasn't it? It was gonna happen. Two tricks in a row. Terrible. Terrible.
Did it just applaud? And how did it just applaud?
I think I'm sending audio through your computer.
Oh, I had you turned off.
All right, guys. You're going to get 1 minute of
on.
unlimited farts for everyone.
All right. Just let's make sure that works.
Yeah. Give us 1 sec because we set this up for you. Sorry, headphone users. Everyone.
There you go.
Everyone is being warned right now. Okay. Headphone users, you've been warned right now. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. This is the worst. I should have done like 30 seconds.
Wait. I don't think they were hearing it. Now they are.
I should have done like 30 seconds. It's like a beautiful chorus. Oh, God. No! No! Stop! A Halloween stream, you're ruining it! You're ruining it! Stop!
This is what you wanted.
God!
This is what you wanted.
This is when someone's gonna raid, isn't it, as well?
Oh, yeah, probably.
1 minute is so long. It's so long.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna trigger this for this.
Doodles! No, I'm sorry.
This is how I feel right now.
I think it's over.
Oh.
I think it's over.
We win.
It's over.
Okay.
Did you just say we win?
We win.
We win.
We survived.
Oh. Wow. Man, smells ripe in here. Oh, this is I spent like 10k. Oh my gosh.
It works.
Wow, 14,000 well spent. Oh my gosh, how expensive did you make them, Doig?
They're 500 each.
Okay, all right. It's not terrible.
But you do get 2 farts because my redeems are broken for go.
Yeah, 45,000. That gives another. Well, let's see what happens on the wheel of trick or treat. It's not going to be farts again. It can't be. I refuse.
Oh, I'm gone.
No, don't do it. Fuck's sake. This is rigged. This is rigged. It's rigged. No. No. We just got out of this. Come on. God. No. Oh. 1 minute is so long. I can't believe this. Of the one redeem we could get like 2 in a row of. Ah! I'm in hell. I'm just gonna wait it out. It's fine. It's fine. Go on. Get it all out. Go on. Go on. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Well, I hope you're proud of yourselves.
The squeaky one at the end.
You really did sound like one person was just like, oh, thank fuck. That was the Sonic Worm.
Why didn't we have Sonic Worm on stream
Missed
during that?
opportunity to not have this just up. The whole time. Next time. Next time.
Okay.
Which is not going to be What are we on now? We're on like 3. The third spin.
Were the toots loud enough for you guys?
Oh my god.
They probably echoed through the microphone as well.
Don't you fucking dare. Okay, cool. Cool. Candy, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
Candy. Yeah. Oh, this is the stuff. This is what Halloween's all about. It's not farts and turnips. It's about candy. Yeah. This is a good. Ow.
I might have hit the button a few too many times.
A lollipop in the head. What a beautiful treat.
Thank you.
So which means this is the last one. All right. We're almost free.
No.
Yeah. Candy.
Okay.
Candy. That's what I'm talking about.
There we are.
Rewarding us for 2 farts by giving us 2 candies. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Risen Demon. I hope you enjoyed.
Look at all this candy.
Look at all this candy.
Look
This
at
is
all
what
this.
Halloween's about right here. This is it.
No, candy. No.
No,
No.
candy.
No. No.
Leave it alone.
Come on.
I candy hoard. I want to just make snow angels in it. Oh no. Oh. No. Stop. Leave it. It's ours.
We could do nothing.
You can't have it. You can't. All right. It's
Okay.
good. It's all good. All right.
Look what I can do. Oh, I can't do it when the
What can
bomb's
you-
on
what are you
screen.
doing?
I was trying to do the thing with the eyes. I can't do it when there's bombs on screen.
Here
This.
we are. Back to Pumpkin Town. It's all going down in Pumpkin Town, as it turns out. So this was Nicholas's?
Oh,
This is also Nicholas
whoa.
Madara. Look how cool this is.
Whoa.
It's amazing.
I think this is Dark Vault.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's credited to Nicholas Vergara. So I hope that's not a thing we're not meant to be reading.
Sorry, Dark Vault.
This is amazing. So good. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, I could have guessed that was a Dark Vault looking at it again.
Good shapes.
You're fine with it. Okay, awesome. Some good shapes right there. There's Snow Twig. Oh, cute. The little antlers. Ah, it's adorable. Oh, I love it. I love this. That's all of them. That's our pumpkin.
That's all of them.
That's been Pumpkin Watch, everybody. 10 out of 10 pumpkins.
Well
Great
done,
job.
everybody. Well done.
Well, 12 out of 12 pumpkins.
Okay, so we're going back over to the campfire.
I guess we are. I guess it's probably... Could be spooky story. Look at all this. I killed candy. This is my log. I'm sitting on all the candy around it. Who needs to sit on a log when I can sit in the candy? Candy.
What's in the fire?
Let me tell you a story. So yeah, should we do submitted stories first, or should I read one of the ones I have locked and loaded?
I think one of the ones you have locked and loaded, and give people time if they want to submit one. We
Okay.
have at least one I saw on the forum.
We do. Thank you, pal. Pal has submitted to us a spooky tale of woe and strife and chills and cursed goings on. Story time.
Oh, we got mods. Let me just. Story time.
Story time. Gather all your friends and come and sit around with the logs and the fire. Story time. Where are you? I mean, you're here with us in story time. Your face is gone. That is a scary story. Thank you, Kurzlik.
I think there's other mods, but I'm not sure where they've gone.
Mods, hello? Mods? I think if you hold the campfire, maybe it will...
Oh,
There
there's
you
Pal Bro.
are! Hey, it's a pal. Born aged 8 with no face. Okay, so I have 3 stories stacked up for you. They're meant to be short stories, but who actually knows how long they are? I think they're actually pretty hefty, but you know, they're titled as short stories. We have The Monkey's Paw by W. Jacobs.
Oh.
We have The Petting Zoo by Peter D. Niverville. And we have Afterward by Edith Wharton. I have to warn you, I did skim them, and the Petting Zoo one, warning for people who are scared of spiders.
Oh.
Because that one has a lot of 8-legged friends in it.
Okay.
We could have cheerful music for scary stories. Music to read spooky stories to. Can you pet the spiders? Well, that's the question, isn't it? It's called The Petting Zoo, and it's about spiders, so you know. So do we have a preference? Doig, do you have a preference?
Let's do the petting zoo one.
Okay. We'll get the spider one out of the way first, and then you guys don't have to worry about spiders anymore.
Where the fuck did Martina go?
I don't know. Look, there's the petting zoo.
Martina!
She wandered into the woods. Do you want to go find her?
There she is.
Oh, you found her. There she is.
All right, I'm just gonna sit down here by the log and then not disturb them.
Drathak, welcome. All right, let me get all snuggled up into my blanket. I'm under a blanket.
I'm gonna cook my meat.
Okay, you do that.
Okay.
Are you guys ready? Can I get like a couple of, you know how you've got the red lighting?
Yeah.
Can I get a couple of flashes of that when I read the title?
Okay.
Okay. So for you all today, I will be reading The Petting Zoo. Lightning sound effects. Pretty good, right? Convincing. Here we go. Again, warning.
Slow flashes, please. Okay.
Maybe we should maybe we should put a warning up here, actually, visually on screen.
Okay.
If that's okay with you. If you can OBS for a second.
Okay. What, and put
warning.
Well, I won't do it as fast as that anymore.
No. I mean warning spiders.
Oh, warning spiders.
Yeah, so that
okay.
people who are tuning into the stream aren't going to get, like, you know, people with arachnophobia, basically, who are in here aren't going to crash in and then get blindsided. Let's fucking go! Spooky story time!
Where's my starting soon? Oh, there it is. I love my starting soon.
I hate it. It can go get eaten by a spider for all I care.
So you want to say spiders. Yeah. Content warning. Spiders.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, how's Spider-Man been?
So good, dude.
You were playing it a little bit yesterday too.
I played it very briefly, and then I was on this kind of like stealth mission, and I must have fallen asleep, and I just woke up, and Spider-Man was just like walking into a wall. Like, okay, so to set the scene for you, there's a bunch of people who have been taken, like captured, taken hostage, and I'm just outside one of their cells, just walking straight into the wall that they're like the cell wall that they're behind. That's your hero.
Very nice. Very nice. I didn't realize you fell asleep while you were playing it.
I think I must have just kind of blinked. Spider, are you tired?
Spider-Man? Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go, guys. Spooky story time. All right. The Petting Zoo by Peter D. Niverville.
Wow.
At first, Johnson thought it was a joke. Speeding down the country road, the crude sign was only a blur. But it was that one word. Slowing down, he swung the Lexus onto the paved shoulder. In the rearview mirror, he could see it clearly. The sign was tacked to a stick that was stuck in the ground just beyond the paved shoulder. Shifting the powerful car into reverse. Apparently this is a good car. Johnson jammed the accelerator down. The tires squealed, and loose gravel flew as he tore back up the road. Screeching to a halt, Johnson stared at the faded handwriting. Ellsworth's famous spider petting zoo. 5 miles next right. Spiders fascinated Johnson. One summer when he was 8. Oh, just like the number of legs they have. A large golden black spider had taken up residence underneath the shingles by the back door. Every morning Johnson would gather up ants in a jar from a nest in the scrubby woods behind his house. One by one, he would drop the wiggling insects into the web. With lightning speed, the spider would spring from her hiding place and race towards the victim. Sinking her fangs into the ant, she would retreat, waiting for the poison to take effect. When the ant slowly stopped struggling, she would climb back down and delicately wrap her prey in a white shroud. This continued until one day his mother caught him. "What a cruel little boy you are," she scolded between clenched teeth. "Oh, what a cruel little boy you are," as she pummeled his backside.
Pummeled it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, he could still feel the shame of being spanked. That would make you remember spiders, I guess. Years later, in a rare moment of remorse, Johnson's a bit of an asshole apparently, Johnson wondered what it was like for the ant. Trapped, helpless, waiting for the spider to return. Did they know fear? Or horror? Or was that something only humans experienced? The insect brain was too small, he told himself. Or so he hoped. 5 miles, thought Johnson. The side trip might only add another half hour or so to his journey. He would still have time once he got to his motel to have a shower. The dinner meeting with the buyer from the supermarket chain wasn't until 6 o'clock.
Wait.
It was only 4 now.
Read that entire sentence again. What's that doing in my horror spooky story?
He would still have time once he got to his motel to have a shower. The dinner meeting with the buyer from the supermarket chain wasn't until 6 o'clock. And it was only 4 now. Plenty of time for spider shenanigans. Coasting forward. Sorry, Doug, were you going to say something?
I like the specificity of they're going to meet a supermarket chain manager or owner sort of thing. It wasn't just like he had a business meeting at 6 and it was only 4 now. No, we had to know. Yeah. We had to know.
I mean, yeah, the writer has to tell us. We have to know what he's up to.
Yeah.
Right? Go on a train. If it gets too much for you, then we'll take the warning off screen when it's over, so that you know. Coasting forward. Johnson scanned the road looking for the turnoff. About 100 yards ahead, he saw a lane that intersected with the highway. Flicking on his turn signal, he shot a quick glance at his watch. If I don't find it in 15 minutes, he promised himself, I'll turn back. Accelerating smoothly. This car is amazing, apparently. He turned onto a well-paved secondary road with deep ditches on either side. Punching the buttons on the CD player, he stretched his arms. Punch,
bang,
punch.
bang, 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 bang.
Settling back into the soft leather seat. As the throbbing beat of Queen filled the Lexus. Won't somebody, 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 oh, won't somebody find me somebody to love? Just imagine that. His mood lightened. An unexpected adventure in an otherwise boring day. Johnson hated his job. Endless meetings with bad food and balding buyers, too many drinks and too many hangovers. He was packing on the pounds too. I have to get back to the gym, he reminded himself. The only redeeming feature of his job was that he was good at it. Top sales rep for the last 3 years. I should have been an actor, he told himself. Instead, I'm selling toilet paper and tampons to these turkeys. Okay, Johnson.
I mean, it's established it's established that he is doing business for like supermarket owners. So in my head, it was just food across the board. So I'm just imagining food products that's toilet paper and tampons together. No.
Ew.
Yeah, that's why I
scarier than the
laughed.
spiders. It does sound like a Halloween Lexus ad. Every time it mentions the car, it's like, the car smoothly and deftly and shinily took the turn.
Have you considered buying a car?
softly.
Have you considered driving?
Have you considered car?
What's next?
As the needle of the speedometer crept higher and higher, the neatly kept fields and freshly painted houses became a blur. Oh my god, how fast is he going? He really wants to see the spiders. Mile after mile slipped by. Johnson felt that he and the car had become one. Soaring along like a hawk on a summer breeze.
Is that the actual text?
Yes.
This is a car advert.
Yeah, but his mood soon soured. The condition of the road deteriorated. Oh no, his Lexus? Is that what it's called? It's gonna get all fucked up. Asphalt gave way to chip seal, which gave way to gravel, and finally ended up as dirt. Johnson jumped on the brakes when a huge pothole emerged in the centre of the road. Cursing the delay, he checked his watch again. It was almost 5. The long drive down the country road had dulled his sense of time. I'd better turn around, he cautioned himself. As he studied the road ahead looking for a safe place to make a U-turn, he saw it. An old farmhouse set back from the road. If it hadn't been for the pothole, he would have missed it completely. By the mailbox, a freshly painted sign read, Ellsworth Famous Spider Petting Zoo. Open year-round. All visitors welcome. This must be the place, he concluded. Yes, Doig.
Well, the spiders are coming back, I guess.
Prepare yourself, here they come. Carefully turning up the heavily rutted lane, Johnson wondered what he would find. Perhaps one of the locals playing a joke on the tourists, he mused. Tall grass slapped at the bottom of the car, and rusted barbed wire clung to rotted posts that ran alongside the lane. In the untilled fields, scrubby bushes had sprung up like mushrooms. Johnson tried to imagine what the farm looked like in better days, but it was impossible. When he reached the top of the hill, the farmhouse looked even more decrepit. Blistering paint hung from the wooden shingles, and there was a disturbing sag in the middle of the roof. What once had been the side garden was now occupied by tall thistles, and a mass of tangled timbers indicated the former site of the main barn. Except for the glass still being intact in the windows, the house looked abandoned. Where is everybody? Thought Johnson. In response to his question, an old woman dressed in a black skirt and a woolen sweater stepped out of the side door. She was gnarled and withered, like the lone apple tree that stood in the yard. Johnson guessed she must be at least 70, maybe 80 years old. What do you want? She spat. Turning off the CD player, oh, Queen's still going, and rolling down the car window, he replied, Is this the petting zoo? That's what the sign says, doesn't it?
Oh.
Ignoring her rudeness, Johnson continued, Are you open? I'll get Jake. He's out back chopping wood. He watched as she shuffled down a dirt path and disappeared around a corner of the house. Charming, thought Johnson. Opening the car door, he stepped out. Despite the poverty, the farm had a certain rustic appeal, which reminded him of the house that he grew up in the country. But there was something odd. Something missing. Where are the flies? Thought Johnson. On most farms, the low buzz of the black swarms was constant, but here there were none, except for the moaning of the wind. It was quiet. Perhaps it was the lack of animals, he thought, or maybe it was the stiff breeze at the top of the hill that kept them at bay. Glancing at his watch, he frowned. It was after 5 o'clock. If he did not get back on the road soon, he would be late for his appointment. Either that or skip his shower. After driving all day, Johnson did not want to skip the soothing ritual. Taking one last look around, he reached for the handle of the car door. Just then the woman reappeared, and behind her an even more wizened old man, wearing faded blue overalls and a nicotine-stained undershirt.
Ooh.
Stopping at the corner of the house, the old man spat out a long jet of chewing tobacco on the ground. Wiping his mouth with the back of his hand, he paused momentarily to study Johnson. Speaking to the old woman, he said in a low tone, "Thought I heard a car come up."
And Queen.
"Wants to see your spiders," she said, before she turned away and went back into the farmhouse, letting the screen door slam behind her. "You want to see my spiders, young fella?" "Sure, if you're open. How much?" Looking over the Lexus, he scratched his ruddy face and said, $50. "50? That's ridiculous." Shrugging his shoulders, the old man said, "Take it or leave it. I got work to do." Then he spat out another long jet of chewing tobacco and turned to go. "I can't leave now after coming all this way," thought Johnson. Taking another quick glance at his watch, he said irritably, all right, but this better be good."
Get him, old man. Get him.
Get him.
Get him,
Get
old
him.
man.
The old man smirked and licked his lips as Johnson whipped out a crisp $50 bill from his wallet. Johnson did not like the old man's greedy look and hastily shoved his wallet back in his pants pocket. "Thanks," said the old man sarcastically, snatching the bill from Johnson's hand. Looking over it carefully, he folded it up neatly, stuck it in his pocket and said, "Follow me." The old man led Johnson down an overgrown path to a shed at the back of the farmhouse. Inside, the dim glow of fluorescent tubes highlighted the dozen plywood shelves that ran along the walls. In contrast to the rest of the farm, the shed was neat, almost antiseptic in its appearance. Sitting on each shelf was a glass terrarium filled with twigs and rocks. In the case closest to Johnson, a small garden spider was spinning a web in the corner. "That's an orb spider," said the old man. "I know," said Johnson, annoyed by the interruption.
He's interrupting spider time.
He's interrupting Johnson looking at a jar. "You know spiders?" "A bit," replied Johnson. "I used to study them when I was a kid." "I bet you're the type that likes to feed 'em, eh? Catch bugs, drop 'em in, see what happens. Fun, ain't it?" Suddenly, Johnson was uncomfortable. "How did he get my secret?" He wondered.
Wait, did he? It writes, "How did he guess my secret?"
That's what Johnson thinks. How did he guess my secret?
Okay. Pause for a second.
Okay.
All right.
No problem.
I want to tell you what my mental picture of Johnson is. And is it Patrick Bateman from American Psycho? That is who I have in my head right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the perfect fit for him. He's like that with his floppy hair, looking all stressed out, and he's got like this super fancy car and this suit on.
Yeah.
He like just wants to see the spiders, and someone's interrupting his private time thinking about murdering flies.
They'll start lecturing him on Queen and the history of the band
Yeah, he
in
will.
a second.
He will. How did he guess my secret, he wondered. Johnson felt the warm rush of blood to his neck and ears as he started to blush. "No need to be ashamed, young fella. All kids do it. It's natural." I don't know if it is.
I mean,
Trying to change the topic, Johnson asked, "You been at this long, keeping spiders?" "Yeah, I've been at it a while. Most folks are scared of spiders, not me. Me and spiders get along real good."
jiggle your eyes. There you go.
Thank you. Johnson turned back to watch a large spider in another case, sucking up the harsh digested slurry of its latest victim. We're getting into the spider stuff now. Trying to be polite, Johnson asked, "Bet you don't get many visitors here, being so far from the highway." "Don't need them," said the old man. "This is just a sideline." Pausing for effect, he added, "I breed 'em." Okay. Johnson looked puzzled. "For the college," explained the old man. "They use them for research."
Oh, okay.
"Does it pay well?" "Good enough. They don't know squat about spiders," said the old man, spitting on the floor. Stop spitting everywhere, old man. Johnson looked down and saw a streak of sticky tobacco had splashed on his shoes. Oh, you're for it now, old man. I've been doing research of my own, said the old... Oh, wait, it's the old man. I've been doing research of my own, said the old man proudly. Spiders are just like any other critter. Cows, horses, dogs, they're all the same. Breed the best with the best and you get the best. Oh, the old man's voice trailed off as he started to laugh. There was something about his tone that made Johnson uneasy.
Oh, finally.
You want to see my prize winner? Johnson looked around. Oh, she ain't here. I keep her in the barn. She kind of makes these critters nervous. I can't say I blames them. Wanna see her? The way the old man said it, the question sounded more like a challenge. Johnson hesitated. He wanted to say no, but he could not let the old man see he was afraid.
Nope.
Sure, answered Johnson. What could it be? He asked himself. A tarantula? With the old man in front, they went down a lesser-used path to a small barn beside a stand of trees that made it invisible from the farmhouse.
He needs to keep it in a barn. That
Yes.
should be warning signals.
Yeah, that's a large place to keep a spider.
Okay. So we got context clues here, all right, Johnson. You're
Oh, you're picking up the very subtly laid clues, are you?
yeah, prize winner. He's usually associated with scale in competition, right?
Okay.
Like this is my prize winning melon.
Yeah.
It's not a small melon, is it?
Nope.
It's a really, really big melon.
No animals on the farm. No flies.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, keep going.
A shiny new lock on a rusted hasp yielded to the old man's key. I don't like the kids messing with my stuff. The ancient wooden door swung open. Inside it was pitch black. Johnson hesitated. What was it that made him apprehensive? His mouth felt dry, and he tried to swallow. Go on in, taunted the old man as he shoved Johnson through the door.
Oh wow.
Stumbling on the raised sill, Johnson fell to one knee, ripping his pants. Damn it, he cursed.
He's
He just
I mean-
shoved him over.
I mean, is he annoyed
Wow.
that he ripped his pants, or is he annoyed that he's just been shoved by an old man into an old barn?
I think he's probably annoyed that his pride's been hurt and the old man saw him fall down, knowing Johnson.
Get in there, little critter.
There's a latch which ahead of you, the old man reassured him. Just pull the string. The stench of mouldy hay.
It's a web,
made
it's a web,
Johnson
it's a web,
gag.
it's a web, it's a web, it's a web, it's a web, it's a web.
Where is it? The spider, he called out. She's in the back. You can't miss her. Where's the light? Right in front of you. Can't you see it? Mocked the old man. Johnson stretched out his hand. At first, he could not feel anything. Then, slowly groping the air, he caught hold of it. Johnson's heart leapt in relief, but there was something strange. The line didn't feel like a string. It was sticky.
And talk.
Like a... Pulling the line, Johnson knew he had made a mistake. Something rustled in the rafters above him, and bits of straw floated down. Johnson bolted for the opening. Enjoy yourself, cackled the old man as he slammed the door and locked it. Let me out! Let me out! Shouted Johnson, pounding on the door. Let me out, you old buzzard! But it was no use. The dried out wooden door was like iron. Pausing to catch his breath, his fists throbbing, Johnson looked around. Slowly his eyes grew accustomed to the dark. What appeared to be a black chasm was, in fact, the side entrance to the barn. There must be another way out, he thought. But where? In the gloom, he could see that beyond the entryway there was a large open space, and beyond that a boarded up window, through which thin shafts of sunlight streamed. Great! All I have to do is cross the barn, pull off one or two of those boards and climb out, thought Johnson. Then I'll show that old man $50. He'll wish I had never stopped. Then he heard another rustle overhead. and more straw floated down. Who is it? Who's there? He called out.
Spider.
Oh, Johnson. Oh, Johnson.
Oh, Johnson.
I bet it's that old man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one who locked you in is definitely up in the rafters right now.
Yeah, the one who rustled the rafters and then teleported to lock the door and then teleported back in the locked door to rustle the rafters again. Johnson deserves this.
If I die, you will take care of my car.
Is that what he said?
No. That's
Oh, okay.
Sure, you just keep that up, old man. Johnson called out again. Let's see how much laughing you do when I bash your face in. Wow, Johnson. But first, I've got to get to that window. Be careful, he cautioned himself. This barn must be full of junk. Don't want to fall down and get hurt. Despite the heat in the barn, he shivered. Licking the sweat off his upper lip, Johnson slowly picked his way across the wide wooden planked barn floor, being careful not to trip. Shadows of old machinery and tools loomed around him. A leather harness that hung from the wall looked like a hangman's noose. There was a peculiar smell too. It reminded him of a package of chicken that he once left in the trunk of his car on a hot summer day. It was a sickly, sweet scent of rotting meat. Oh, gross, muttered Johnson. There's a dead animal in here. In less than a minute, he had crossed the barn and was standing in front of the boarded up window. Blocking his exit were 3 boards nailed haphazardly to the frame. Either the old man was too weak or too lazy to drive them in all the way, concluded Johnson. I can probably pull them off with my bare hands, he smiled triumphantly. The first board was half rotted and fell apart in his hand. Light streamed in as it came away from the frame. Then he shifted his attention to the second one, the board in the middle. If he could get this one off, he could easily climb out. But this board wouldn't be so easy. It was like the old door of the barn, dried out and tough as steel. Gripping the board with both hands, he began pulling. The nails squealed in protest, and the board started to move. Only a little bit further, grunted Johnson. The thought of throttling the old man excited him. It really is Patrick Bateman.
It really is, yeah.
Just a bit further, another half inch. He could almost feel his fingers closing around the old man's scrawny neck. The eyes bulging, the tongue sticking out.
Wow.
Okay, Johnson. Then it stopped. Desperately, Johnson yanked at the board, but it was no use. It would not yield.
It's no use.
It's no use.
It's no use.
I need more leverage, he said to himself. Balancing on one foot, he braced his other against the window frame and started pulling again.
Oh, he's going to fall backwards.
The muscles in his forearms and back bulged as he strained against the board. Sweat rolled down his forehead and into his eyes. Come on, he pleaded with the wood. Come on. In his frustration, Johnson did not hear the soft tap, tap, tap on the floor behind him. Tap, tap, tap. Like a blind man. A blind man.
Is a bland man.
Like a blind man with his cane. Tap, tap, tap. Then it was too late. It struck. The force of the attack rammed him face first up against the wall, knocking the wind out of him. Warm blood trickled from his nose and ran down his cheek. What was that? Turning around slowly. Why would you do this slowly, Johnson? Be fast. He could see in the light from the window his attacker. It was crouched inside an empty stall along the opposite wall, the legs tensed ready to spring. It was... You guys will never have guessed this.
The horse.
Spider.
Oh.
Yep. No doubt one of the old man's experiments, but this was no ordinary spider.
You don't say.
It was huge.
Oh, what? Really? Okay, let's go.
How big are you guessing? Compare it to an animal for me, Doig.
I think it's probably about the size of a wolverine.
A wolverine?
Yeah.
How big is that in feet?
I don't know. Like
Okay, you know what? You're actually in the ballpark. Because I was expecting like the size of a cow or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
a real big. But you know, apparently, it's about the size of a pit bull.
Yep, that's what I figured.
With legs extended out 3 or 4 feet on either side, its eyes stared coldly at him.
Oh wait, just the body of it was like the size of a pit bull.
No, it just says about the size of a pit bull.
Okay.
It's just the spider in general.
I think it means the spider's body, because if it's then telling you how far the legs go, that's even farther. Like 3 or 4 feet on either side is, you know, like this on either side.
That's pretty big.
It's a pretty big, yeah.
Johnson did a quick tally of his injuries. This is definitely
Checks
the time.
and balances. Yeah,
let's draw up a list.
Just pulled out a spreadsheet, everybody.
1 second. Except for his bloody nose, he was unharmed. Perhaps the large size of the creature made it difficult for it to mount an attack, he conjectured. I don't know about that. It literally just attacked you.
It just bodied you against the wall, dude.
Possibly it did not even recognize him as prey. I mean, again, Johnson, mate, it's just attacked you. Spiders normally eat moths and insects, he reminded himself. Not human beings. Yeah, but Johnson, spiders aren't normally like
dog-sized
6 feet across, are they?
No.
When he was ooh,
We got blasted.
we got blasted. Aha. When he was a kid, Johnson liked to throw twigs into a web, just to see the spider's reaction. Invariably, after pouncing on the object, the spider would pluck it out of the web, turn it over, and drop it on the ground. Johnson hoped this spider would show the same lack of interest. From its vantage point at the other end of the barn, the creature seemed puzzled, unsure of itself. Spiders are cautious, he told himself.
I want to believe he said it to himself, like verbally, to the spider. Spiders are cautious.
He's really trying to reassure himself here.
Yeah.
It's waiting for me to make the next move. Queen to F5. I don't know chess. Although every fiber in his body screamed to run, his brain told him to stay still. The spider was too big and too fast to outrun. I need a weapon, he told himself. Quickly looking about, he saw the rotten board from the window lying at his feet. It was about 2 feet long, with a jagged point at one end.
Oh.
It will have to do. Slowly he bent down to pick it up. The spider crouched low, like a sprinter, ready to strike again. Johnson froze, his fingers only inches from the board. Easy, girl, he whispered softly. Easy. The spider relaxed.
Really?
But not completely.
Oh, okay.
Deliberately, it began to move forward. Tap, tap, tap. Johnson was amazed by the creature's grace. Like a ballerina, tiptoeing in from the darkened wings of a theatre. It was a marvel of beauty and design. The body, covered by fine grey hair, had the look of velvet, while the 8 legs that extended from the thorax provided speed and balance. As it approached Johnson, the spider carefully extended one foreleg towards him. Johnson quickly knocked it away with his hand. The creature stopped and cocked its plate-sized head to one side. The 8 eyes looked like black fists, and then the leg came forward again! At the tip, Johnson could see the spike-like claw for catching prey. It touched his left shoulder. Through his jacket, he could feel the sharp point digging into his skin. Johnson winced and stepped backwards into the wall, but there was no place to go. Slowly, the other foreleg came forward. Johnson recoiled, trying to ward off the attack with his free arm, but the creature was too strong. It brushed his arm aside, as if it were a piece of lint, and planted a second claw into his other shoulder. Johnson cried out, "Help! Help!" Then the spider reared up on its hind legs, forcing Johnson to his knees. For a brief moment, he and the creature looked into each other's eyes. It was almost like love. Almost. Then he saw the 6-inch fangs that extended from the head.
Now kiss.
Drops of venom gleamed in the half-light.
Venom.
Get him! He watched in fascination as the cruel daggers arched high over him. And then he screamed as they plunged deeply into his chest. Instantly, a white hot pain ripped through his body. Then it was gone. The spider had retreated back to the stall. Johnson knew that he only had a minute or two before the poison paralyzed him. That's it, he said to himself. My only chance. Ignoring his wounds. Now take another tally, Johnson. Why not? Johnson turned back to the window. Grabbing at the board, he yanked and pulled to no avail. Already the venom was having its effects. His hands were numb and his arms felt like lead. Gasping for air, he threw himself at the boards again and again. But it was no use. He was beaten. Great sobs shook his body as he slumped to the floor.
Oh.
This can't be happening to me, he protested. It's ridiculous.
Johnson till the end.
Yeah.
Johnson till the end.
Looking back at the spider, he could see that it had not moved. What is she waiting for? He wondered. Why doesn't she finish me off? Why don't you use your massive spider knowledge, Johnson? Surely you know the answer to this. He soon had his answer. Shimmering like a great overcoat, there was something on the spider's back. It moved and undulated like a small wave flowing back and forth. Then a piece of the wave pulled away and dropped to the floor. It was another spider.
Little babu.
Only a lot smaller, about the size of a rat. Johnson recalled that some spiders carry their young on their backs. Horrified, he realized that he had stumbled into their nursery, and it was feeding time. Another one dropped to the floor, and then another. Soon there was a long line of spiders. Oh, that's nice, they're organized. Just like lunch at school. Slowly crawling towards him. Through fading eyesight, he saw the first one reach his foot. Tentatively, its foreleg probed the air until it found his leg and patted it. It was a light and delicate touch. Johnson opened his mouth to scream, but no sound came out.
Oh.
The last thing Johnson saw before he lost consciousness was a spider tearing a piece of flesh from the back of his hand. Back at the farmhouse.
What? Wait, that's not the end?
Back at the farmhouse, the old man picked up the whiskey bottle from the kitchen table, poured himself another drink, and plopped down on the ancient lazy boy recliner. How long it take, Jake? Asked the old woman. Not long, he grunted. They ain't ate since Saturday. Get a better sign. Attract more folks. Nah, the sign's okay. Anyway, we don't need a crowd, said the old man, taking a long, hard swallow. What you gonna do with its car?
With its car.
With its car? Well, it says his, but, I think sounds good.
Okay.
She asked, standing at the window, admiring the now ownerless.
This is a car advert, everybody.
This is just one long car advert. Admiring the now ownerless Lexus. I hear young Doug will need one for running moonshine. Willing to pay a good price, too, said the old man. Won't he ask questions? Wondered the old woman, pouring a drink and easing herself down onto a dusty couch. Nah, he don't care, snickered the old man. I'll talk to him tomorrow. Meanwhile, pass the remote. Let's see what's on Dr. Phil. The end.
Wow. I love the ending.
It all comes back to the Lexus in the end.
Yeah. The man spent more time thinking about what he was going to do with the car than he did with Johnson.
He sure did. I mean, to be fair, that Lexus sounded pretty awesome from the way it was being described.
Well, now it's going to run operations, I guess.
The whole bit about it, like soaring along the highway like a hawk on a summer breeze, was beautiful. Okay,
for a moment in there, when the spider was like cocked its head, I thought there was going to be this kind of thing where it was like, oh, you were the kid who helped and fed me.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be really
but
good.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. That spider's long past, but like, I don't know.
I thought it might be like spider recognizes spider. And he I don't know, acts
Something...
like a spider. Whoa! Wait a second.
Oh.
Why are they now the right size?
I think because I get it. They were being scaled by sub count, I think.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the subby.
Thank you.
That random Skeletor. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
I'm gonna put a thing that says like spin the wheel.
You're gonna put a thing.
Yeah, every sub.
Every sub spin the wheel. The wheel of trick and treat. Yeah, resting bones. That would have been kind of cool. I don't know how it would have ended though. I don't know where the story would have gone.
They have to take
Maybe
on the
him
old
and
man.
the spider could have gone for a ride in his Lexus.
That's what I was hoping
They could have
for.
just cruised down the highway together.
That's what I was hoping for.
Is it technically 3 subs? No, Kurzek, that's not true. We're not doing it by months. For 3 months in advance, I didn't even know you could do that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, random Skeletor, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. I'm just waiting for Doig to do his thing.
Sorry, yeah.
There we go. He's doing it. The trick or treat wheel. Yeah, it's true. I'm so scared that we're going to get endless
Sorry,
farts
you're right,
again.
you're right. Should it go like that? Like moving is moving better, or should it just stay?
I think it should just stay, to be honest. I mean, it
Okay.
attracts attention when it's scrolling, but it's easier to read if it's just...
I'll put it up here.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey! Unfortunately, I can't pick the subbies up. Oh, I can! Yeah, subby. Wait, does that mean I could pick up the huge one too?
Technically, yeah.
I got
but
to the right part
if
of
you
it.
got, yeah, you might have to get closer to
I'll
the
just
center though.
put this on the fire.
Okay.
There we go. Keep it nice and warm and toasty.
I'm not
Oh!
completely useless then.
And this one too. Yeah.
But it does throw in 2 boxes for
It
every
does.
sub though.
What do
Still,
you mean you're not completely useless? You've made this whole thing. This is amazing.
I'm a log.
Loghead. All right, let's go to the wheel.
Let's go to the wheel.
To the wheel.
To the wheel. To the wheel, everybody.
This is for you, Skeletor. Here we go.
Oh, Hinka's here. Hey,
Hey,
Hinka.
Hinka. Hello.
Or at least their mod was.
Oh no, come on. Are you kidding me? That's the 3rd time.
Bring up.
It's landed on this particular one. Okay, yeah.
Bring up the image.
Okay.
Everybody ready?
There you go.
Here you go.
Everybody. Oh. It's like it knows. It knows this is the one we don't want it to land on. Wow. Wow. Oh my god.
Oh no, you're shaking him. No.
He's doing his best.
Oh no. No. No.
Well done, everybody. I'm proud of
Oh.
you. No, Rosmere, thank you for the sub. It's okay. It won't be farts again. It won't be farts again. It can't be. It's impossible. If it's farts again, it's officially rigged. Like, it's not possible for us to get 4 fart spins. That's too unlikely.
Improbable.
It's entirely improbable. Alright, this is for you, Rosmere. Thank you so much. Don't you fucking... Okay, alright. It's all good. It's another trick. But it's only turnips. It's only turnips. That's great. I can do turnips. Turnips are okay.
There we go.
Thank you for the turnips, Rosmere. Nice turnips.
Turnip.
Turnips.
Turnip.
Oh, turnips got in my candy. Oh no. What is that accent? Turnips got in my candy. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
When I first put them in, the character controller would see them as moving platforms, and when you ran like
Ooh.
over them, it was weird.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool turnips you got here. Did you know that in the early iterations of Halloween,
Yeah.
or Samhain, as it's known in Ireland, they would carve, instead of carving pumpkins, they would carve turnips.
Really?
Yeah, and they were super terrifying. They were all super. In fact, let me show you guys. Here you are. Let's have a look at some Samhain turnips. So, here you go.
Oh! Oh no!
Here they are.
Oh no!
Here are the boys.
Oh no!
Here come the boys. Da 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 da.
Oh
Here
no!
come the boys, and I say they're turnips. Ba da 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 da.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty nasty, right?
Those top results were real.
These ones.
That's Johnson now.
These ones.
Yeah. That's Johnson considering maybe he shouldn't have driven out in his Lexus.
He says. I don't like the discoloration. Like,
Yeah.
it makes it look extra realistic.
Yeah, there's a little bit more like disconnection between actual shrunken severed head with a pumpkin than there is with a turnip, I guess.
Ah, Darkbolt says pumpkins were discovered in the Americas, so it had to have started with something else. That makes sense. What do you know?
Oh. Pumpkins are American?
I guess so.
Who
I guess
knew?
that's why pumpkin pie is such a staple.
I guess so.
Well, are you ready for another spooky tale?
I'm ready.
Because I think Palvo sent us one in.
Okay.
So we should do a submitted one now.
We should do a submitted one. You got the form?
No.
Oh.
Maybe you should read this
It's
one.
in the it's in the I get okay, I'll try.
Since you have the form.
I'll try.
Here, Doig, this is for your spooky tale telling.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh my gosh, it's so big. It's so big. Okay, I'll just clear out a few of these while you get the form ready. Although if you try and get the form ready, I'm not going to be able to
yeah, exactly.
to move. I can't tell where Rosmere's is. It's around here somewhere. Who knows?
Do you want me to help you?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'll help you.
It's gone. Who knows where it could be?
All right. My meat's in the way. Here we go. You didn't do the spooky stories. Oh, I forgot. You didn't do this.
No, I didn't. I forgot about it
You forgot about
a
it.
little bit.
All right.
That's okay though.
Okay.
Rosmere, you get to stay on stream. Potatoes are surprisingly American too. You thought they were Russian or maybe German? Huh.
Potatoes? Are you serious? I
No
thought they came from
way.
Ireland.
Yeah, well, I didn't think they came from Ireland, but I thought that they were...
Isn't,
Potatoes were like native to
isn't it yams that
England as well.
that are American? Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes would make sense.
Yeah. I feel like potatoes. Like, isn't vodka made out of potatoes?
Yeah.
They can't have come from America then. They were discovered in America.
What? What?
Wow. Maybe they were brought back like really, really early.
Really early.
Okay.
Okay, is it possible for you to click back into the window while you're reading it so I can still move around?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. I need a better way of seeing it then. Hang on.
They're from Peru.
We have so many stories in there now. Okay.
Have any of you heard of Walter Rayleigh? I don't know. I'm really bad with names.
All right,
though.
I'll read it on this screen then instead.
That said, I am really terrible with remembering names.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is from Pal Bro Fella.
Thank you, Pal Bro, for the spooky story.
All right, I'm get right up in here. Okay.
Yeah, are you good there? Do you want to get closer to the camera? Is this something you can stand on?
No, I'm good. I'm good here.
Okay.
Am I not good here?
No, you're great. You're great.
Okay.
Yeah, let me sit in the candy.
This is the tale.
Nothing else mumbling.
Okay. This is the tale of Rorim Murtab et. You ready?
Yeah.
I like this vibe. Should we keep this for the story?
Oh, we could. You can't see my pupils, which is super spooky.
That's pretty spooky. What do you think?
Rah!
It was supposed to be the start of the day. I was finally moving out of my way too old, way too decrepit apartment. Rent these days really doesn't allow for anything better. That's scary in and of itself, that first sentence. Oh, I'm chilled.
I'm spooked.
That's too real, pal, bro. That's too real. Shouldn't have overdone it. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have overdone the drinking at the party last night. But I was celebrating the fact that I was lucky enough to find a slightly better place to live in such short notice. Ooh!
Celebration!
Okay,
Oh!
I have a feeling this is not scary. I'm back to this. I'm back to this. Not like I had much of a choice, but my current old crumbling place will be completely demolished the day after tomorrow. Oh no. I woke up extremely disoriented. All the dusty curtains were shut tight, and I couldn't tell what time of day it was. I stumbled over the boxes in the hallway and somehow made it into the bathroom. At the sink, I splashed water to my face in an attempt to further wake myself up.
Splish, splash.
I was handed a towel to dry my face with.
Handed a towel?
Yeah, wait. I was handed a towel to dry my face with. Wait. I live alone, I thought. Shivers ran down my spine. I immediately looked around me and saw no one.
Oh.
Then I looked at the mirror. The towel I was holding was not in the reflection.
Ghost towel.
I suddenly had two of my only towel. Wait,
what?
the towel I was holding was not in the reflection.
Uh-huh.
I guess he has the reflections towel. I couldn't believe what I was saying. I looked up at my face. My reflection was avoiding eye contact.
Avoiding eye contact.
My reflection was avoiding eye contact with me. I was completely weirded out. My reflection mimicked my movements, except for the face that kept looking away.
Oh, that is spooky.
Looking away. Hey! I yelled loudly.
Hey! What a wonderful kind of day.
The face was completely still during my yell. Then it quickly moved back to me in response. But my own head and eyes involuntarily turned and looked away. A strange force that felt almost magnetic repelled my face when I tried to look back at the face and eyes that I was sure were staring at me.
Oh.
I grabbed my own head with all my strength and pulled it to face the mirror directly. I then forced my strained eyes to look toward at his glowing red irises. A fraction of a second after we finally made eye contact, a blinding flash filled the bathroom. When the flash faded, I could see my reflection normally again.
He's scrolling.
I can't love it. Except something felt different. I felt that my watch was around the wrong wrist. My heart was beating slightly to the right side of my chest, and at a much slower pace. than it should be after the scare I had just gone through. Then I noticed the entire bathroom layout was flipped. I tried to move but couldn't. My face started to make this creepy grin. A grin so exaggerated that I felt my face muscles almost tearing. My arm raised on its own and waved at the same time as my smiling reflection.
Ah!
Then he, and in consequence I, walked away from the mirror and I ceased to be. My conscience remains trapped in nothingness, and I don't think he'll be showing his face, my face, on the bathroom mirror ever again.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Ah!
He became his reflection.
He became his reflection.
They traded places.
And they're going to demolish the building.
The zombie's like, but how did he have two of his towel?
I guess the mirror version passed the towel out of the mirror to him.
Spooky. That was very good, pal. Thank you.
Pal, bro, thank you.
I'm spooked.
You're spooked.
I don't want to go and look at my reflection anymore.
Here's a torch back.
Thanks. I don't. Oh. Hi guys. Is this painful to look at? Hi. Is this painful?
Everyone watching on their phone right
look
now.
At this. Follow it with your eyes. Okay.
Did you write that one yourself, pal? It was great.
Yeah, your eyes look great. No problems here.
Oh, by the way, the title is The Bathroom Mirror, but spelled backwards.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. A good title.
Oh, you wrote it yourself? Wow.
That's really good. I liked it a lot.
That was good. Yeah.
I think we got some more submissions of spooky stories as well.
We
or
did.
At least one other submission. If you want to send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
What a wonderful kind
Well, I think
of
it's in the Discord. I sent the form link in the mod chat.
Okay. Okay. I got it. So we have an extremely short ghost story from Lovesick here.
I'm ready.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Everyone? Is everyone sufficiently ready to get spooked?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. It was a chill and bitter Christmas night. The roast was nigh ready in the oven, so I made my way into the kitchen. I flicker the lights on, and to my shock, it appeared that the oven door had been opened. Actually, hold on, I need to... I realised it's not actually that short, it's just all running on one line. So let me...
Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
And a splatter of meat juices was dripping from it onto the floor.
Oh no.
Who could do such a thing? As I made my way around the kitchen island, I could not believe my eyes as I beheld the crime scene. On the floor, chowing down on my hard-earned Christmas dinner, was a ghost! What a fucking asshole! I shooed them away through the yard door, but the damage had already been done. My Christmas dinner was ruined. A ghost of what it should have been. This incident happened many years ago, yet even now, the crimes committed that day still haunt me, and have gone long unresolved. To this day, I still have ghost beef.
That ghost beef works on so many levels.
It does. I thought what was going to happen was that because the ghost... I mean, it does work on so many levels. It works on the level I thought it worked on too, which is that the beef is dead because it got eaten by a ghost, so now it's ghost beef. But also you have beef with the ghost because it ate your beef.
I also thought that it was the ghost of the cow coming back to ruin their dinner because they were going to try and eat it.
Maybe it was ghost beef all along.
Ghost beef all along. Did that make sense?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Very good. Thank you very much, Lovesick. What a scary tale. I give it 17 boos.
17 boos.
17 boos. That's too many boos. Listen, I've been watching a lot of Too Many Spirits, okay?
If you couldn't tell the format.
If you guys haven't seen Too Many Spirits on Watcher, the YouTube channel, I really recommend it. It's basically two doofuses drinking spirits and telling stupid ghost stories. It's great.
Is that why you wanted to get alcohol yesterday?
No,
Is that why you were staring at the spirits?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was just a weird coincidence.
Okay.
I was just like, hey, I'm off work. Maybe I should get a cider.
Oh, well, you
and
didn't.
then I was like, I don't want a cider. So I didn't go.
Okay.
And that's the whole story. But maybe I'll get a cider later in the week. Who knows? Maybe I'll fancy one later.
Lil Puffling says, yes, Too Many Spirits is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's another one here. I'm just making sure that they're all now fit in the same format. There we go.
So good.
Very, very good.
Thank you so much for submitting a story.
Yeah.
I was a little worried that we'd done it too last minute.
I can't see who this one's by, the last one on the list. See if you can figure it out. So this next one is called It's Time to Come Home. It's by Team Agua Chris. Thank you, Team Agua Chris, for your spooky story submission.
I think the last one is Fnac.
Okay, cool. For some reason I couldn't scroll down enough to see the name.
Yeah, I can't either. If I try and...
Weird.
I
It's
can't.
almost like it's haunted.
Yeah.
Almost.
It won't let you see the bottom of the story. I can't get it.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I can get it if I highlight it, but not otherwise.
Okay, it's
Very
Fnac.
spooky.
Very spooky.
Very spooky. So it's time to come home. Once, every Halloween night, a small child can be seen walking alone, wearing an old worn-out sheet as a ghost costume. Some say the child can be heard wandering the streets, asking for someone to take them trick-or-treating. They say that those who agree to go with the child will start to hear the child's mother call out, "It's time to come home." If you try to ignore the mother's call, she'll start to call louder and louder, "It's time to come home." The longer you wait to take them home, you'll start to hear the mother's footsteps get closer and closer as she calls out to you, "It's time to come home." But once the lights around the neighborhood start to turn off and kids start heading home for bed, that small child better be home, because if you don't, mother will take your hand and say, "It's time to come home."
No! No!
It's the end of the story.
No!
Extremely ominous.
Ah!
I mean, if you go backwards, she's just like, "And here's some hot chocolate," and took you into bed, and there you go.
I'm scared.
It's all done. Are you scared?
Yeah.
Don't be scared, Doig. That's right. Sit in the fire.
I'm in the fire. I
Let
got
the
too many
warmth comfort
shivers.
you.
Yes. This is good.
Oh. This torch is kind of missing me, but it's okay. It's all right. It's fine.
Place it and then you can move your head around.
Oh. Okay. 1 sec. Let me place it. Place it just. Let me get up. I'm gonna find the perfect position for this torch.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't.
Everything's going to be perfect next year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, still not quite managing it.
Hang on, I'll do it.
Okay, you do it. Take it. Take it from me.
Like that?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Halloween is it's a very, finicky business.
There you go.
Hey, there we go. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try. Where's the Rosmere?
I don't know. You know, they're back there somewhere. Who could say? They could be anywhere.
Oh.
I mean, I could just go over to your side.
Go over to my side.
You have to reposition the torch, though.
Okay.
Let me have a seat. Don't eat my candy while you're over there, though, Doig. That's mine. That's my candy. Hi there.
Trying to get your good side. Oh.
Hello.
I'm trying to get your good side. It's
What
not
do you
really
mean,
powerful.
Which one's my good side?
I don't know. It's not really powerful enough.
This is my good side.
That good? Look at you go.
Look at you go.
I like this.
All right, let's do it here then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get positioned. Okay, all right, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the story from Fnac. So it's a little bit longer. I'm trusting you, Fnac.
We can stop reading it if it gets boring.
It's not that long. It's not that
Okay,
long.
we're good.
I mean, say I, the person who read a spider story that was like 15,000 words about a car.
It's true. It's true.
Once upon a time, there was a disagreeable little boy who would not eat his vegetables. All he would eat was a mound of rotting ham. Oh no, Doig. I think I know who this boy is.
Oh no.
Which he kept hidden under his bed. One day, the disagreeable little boy's mother was trying to feed him a carrot. You must eat your carrots.
Wait,
or
Fnac's saying, wait, no, what's up?
This ain't your story. Okay. I don't know whose story this is.
But I clicked on the box next to it and it said, oh, it isn't Fnac.
Whose story is this? You stole my story.
Okay, I think the next one is Fnac.
Yours starts with a time. Okay.
Yeah, no, I see it now. Okay. This
All right.
Oh! Pedro the Parrot.
Pedro the Parrot, thank you
says.
for your story submission.
Okay.
Here we are. All credit to Pedro the Parrot for this.
So apparently there's two,
Apparently.
but they look like one because they're so like tall.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so this is Pedro the Parrot,
This
everybody.
is Pedro the Parrot.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Here we go. One day, the disagreeable little boy's mother was trying to feed him a carrot. You must eat your carrots or you'll be eaten by parrots. The disagreeable little boy's mother insisted. I am not a rabbit. I will not eat the carrot. The disagreeable little boy sneered at his mother, convinced I should try and give him a Scottish accent just to make it feel more real, you know?
All right.
Convinced that nothing could happen to him just because he refused to eat vegetables. That night, as he lay in bed with his secret stash of rotting ham concealed beneath his mattress, he heard a faint, eerie rustling sound. It was as if something was lurking in the darkness of his room. Despite the growing unease, he brushed it off as his imagination ran wild. There's nothing to be afraid of, he thought. It's just Mother's silly warnings about parrots. I'm sorry, I can't do Scottish, Doig. You're just going to have to settle for whatever this is.
It's kind of like Pirate Yorkshire.
I'm sorry. But as the night deepened, the rustling grew louder, accompanied by a faint, sinister cackling. The air turned cold and oppressive, and the room was shrouded in an unnatural darkness. The disagreeable little boy dared not move. He pulled his blanket tightly over his head, trembling with fear. The boy's heart pounded in his chest as he peeked out from under the blanket. What he saw was a nightmare beyond imagination. The room was filled with grotesque feathered creatures. These were not ordinary parrots.
Oh no.
They were twisted, deformed, with eyes that gleamed with malevolence. Before the disagreeable little boy had time to scream, another sound filled the room. We are the parrots. You didn't eat your carrots. So now you must be eaten, by the way. Did you know there's not many other words that rhyme with parrots? Desperation gripped the boy, but he couldn't escape. The room had transformed into a nightmarish aviary, and the parrots were closing in. Their cackles grew louder and more menacing, like a chorus of the damned. The disagreeable little boy's only thought was the carrot his mother had offered him, and he wished he had heeded her warning. He reached for the ham under his bed for one last meal, yet it closed over something that felt like paper, because it was paper. Just as rather large parrot was about to take a rather large bite out of the disagreeable little boy, he began to read what was on the rather small piece of paper. This is what he read. In the garden's tender, sun-kissed embrace, a humbled carrot rests in its quiet place. Beneath the earth it dreams of day, when it'll see the world in the sun's warm ray. With its vibrant hue, a vibrant orange hue, it soaks up life, the morning's dew. A treasure hidden, a gem underground, in the heart of the soil where life is found. Its roots delve deep, seeking to explore the secrets of the earth forevermore. With determination, it pushes through the dirt to reach for the sky with gentle, quiet worth. A simple vegetable, a gift so dear, wholesome and nutritious, year after year. In soups and stews, a culinary delight, a vibrant addition to every plate in sight.
That was amazing. So this little kid read all that
Yeah.
in the space between something about to pounce and attack them.
He's a fast reader. He's a fast reader, okay?
Whoa, what prose?
The disagreeable little boy looked up. He noticed he had not been eaten yet. You see, Doig, it's not a plot hole. This is important.
Oh.
The parrots were cartwheeling across the room. Some in a frenzied tap dance. You have shown respect for the sacred root. Now back to sleep before we toot. The disagreeable little boy shook the hands of each and every parrot before promptly diving back into bed. What an intense series of events! The disagreeable little boy began to drift back off to sleep. Perhaps not so disagreeable after all. Unfortunately, one of the parrots was very late to arrive, and therefore was not particularly moved by the poem it didn't hear, so in the end the boy was eaten. Oh, it's so scary. Doig,
Yeah?
did you learn anything from this?
I learned to respect carrots.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy you some carrots.
And Lexuses are good cars.
I don't want you to get eaten by parrots. The mortal enemy of the Swift.
I love that. Parrot turns up late. Sorry I'm late, everybody. Is there any boy left? Oh, wow. No one's hungry tonight.
I didn't realize the boy was reading it out loud. But that makes sense. That's why they all stopped.
I really, really, really want to see a parrot cartwheel.
Me too. That'd be good, right?
Yeah.
With his little legs all up in the air. It's like when you see those gifs of birds where people have drawn arms onto them. They're some of my favorites.
Yeah, they were really good.
That was incredible.
That was great.
Thank you very much, Parrot. Thank you for your contribution. So then, you said we have also Phonax?
Yeah, I think Phonax is the one underneath that one.
I'm attempting to scroll. For some reason, this Google form is being extremely haunted. I don't quite know why.
There we go. I got the torch in your face now.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. I've got it. Do you want to read this one, Doig, or do you want me to?
You go for it. You're really funny.
I mean, the stories are great. That's what's happening here. Okay. Put it on the docket. Give Swifty a cartwheel button. Just like a parrot. I would never do something a parrot would do.
Really?
Ever. Never. Let's see. So here is Fnac's story. It has no title because it's so spooky. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you comfy, Doig?
I'm
You ready to get scared?
Okay, give me a sec. Okay.
Yeah? You ready to get
Yeah,
scared?
I'm scared now.
Okay, here we go. Good torch positioning.
Thank you.
It's 4:57 a.m.
In the Big Brother house.
It's 4:57 a.m. in the Big Brother house.
Sorry.
This was me last night. You haven't slept. You sit up in bed. The sun hasn't risen either, but its glow is gently backlighting the overcast sky, bringing a cold, dark grey to blanket the early morning air. It sounds like it's windy outside. The sound of the wind permeates through the entirety of your room, a howl with no source that batters on the outside. The four walls of your room are the only thing that keeps you safe. But of course, it's only wind. After sitting there for 2, maybe 3 minutes, you decide to find it in yourself to get out of bed. It's cold. An uncomfortable cold, like snow on your ears. You already want to get back under the covers of your bed. You stand in the centre of your bedroom, dark but not black, the overcast sky through your window barely enabling you to tell where everything is. Your mind wanders as you stand in the almost darkness, paying attention to the wind, an uneven force trying to pry your house apart to devour you whole. That's what it sounds like, at least. But it's only wind. You leave the almost black of your bedroom to the similar black of your hallway, no windows, no light. But after closing that door, you could tell immediately, being in that room for a moment or two longer, you would surely be dead.
Oh.
Do you recall that feeling when you were younger? Shutting off a hallway light and having to run as fast as you could to your room in fear of what was waiting for those lights to turn off so it could give chase. Only for there to never be anything there. Imagine that feeling now. Your heart rate increases. Thoughts flood your mind. There was nothing there. There was never anything there. My lack of sleep is making me paranoid. But that wasn't paranoia, that was primal fear. I should open my door again, just to prove that there was never anything there. You put your hand on the doorknob. It's too cold. You recoil from it, afraid your hand might freeze. Then you finally notice something. It's quiet. But there was intense sound of wind blowing just a moment ago. You should still be able to hear it. You can't. Something is wrong. There was no indication that it was dying down, it just stopped. You want answers. The answers are behind the door you were just in. There's no way that in the few seconds that it took you to leave the room, entering it again would simply be your end, right? Your mind just can't comprehend the thought. Your mind fights your innate instincts to run. You put your ear to the door of the bedroom you were in only a few moments ago, afraid to step back inside.
Oh.
You hear nothing. Against all judgment, and with a lump in your throat, you slowly pull the door open. Your bed sheets are in shreds. The windows to your room obliterated. The paint on your wall ruined. All of your belongings, be they fragile or otherwise, are shattered across the floor. And despite all of the wreckage within the room, the only thing you can pay attention to is what isn't there. The sound of the wind. It's gone now. But it was only wind. Right? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da!
Ooh.
Spooky!
Ah.
So spooky! Oh, my face tracking is delayed. I close you and I reopen you.
Yeah.
Get wrecked, face tracking.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
Ha, get wrecked.
Nice.
Nice. Beautiful FNAC. I liked it a lot. It was nice and eerie and spooky.
Did you ever have that feeling where you thought up stuff? I used to have this thing where I had a bunk bed, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I used to imagine that I could put up force fields between the bottom and the top bunk in the gaps where you could get into bed.
Yeah.
And I would imagine gremlins would try and get me, but the force fields would keep them out. But the force fields were only so strong, and so they were kind of elasticy. So I would kind of imagine that I was in the bunk bed and all these things were like pressing into the force field.
Whoa.
And then they could get closer than you'd want them to.
It's a good job you had those force fields, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't used to think that something was chasing me in the dark, but I did used to think there was something called the ankle grabber.
You just wanted to jump on your bed.
No, there was
Yeah,
the
you
ankle
did.
grabber.
You
The
wanted
ankle
to do
grabber
it.
Lives under kids' beds,
You wanted to do a dive into your bed every night.
and it grabs your ankles. If you don't if you spend too long getting into bed, it grabs your ankles and it pulls you under, and then it eats your skin.
There is a really good feeling to when you are going to bed of just like lifting yourself into the air and landing like onto a bed. Since we have futons now, I've missed that feeling because
Yeah.
you did get
Of
hurt.
running
if
and
you
jumping
did
into a bed.
Yeah.
Well, if we manage to buy this house, which by the way we're still trying to do,
Yeah.
a little update on that. We're still trying desperately to buy the place we're in so we don't have to move. But things are moving very slowly. Then we can get a bed frame.
Yeah.
With a futon.
Yeah.
Right now we just sleep on the floor, as is proper for two gremlins like us.
We sleep on futon mattresses.
Mm-hmm. But we want to get like one with drawers underneath it and space for cats to hide under it. Because we
Yeah.
think they'll like hiding under a bed. We want to give them places. Yeah, Fnac says that feeling of being chased by your imagination is something I wanted to make you think about. Yeah, I think, did everyone feel like that when they were a kid? Did everyone have like some kind of spooky myth they told themselves about like being in the dark or needed to get into bed quickly? Nwobmot said, I had that feeling where I thought it was only wind, but it wasn't. Never trust a fart. Amazing. It's a really good futon. It's meant to be a really good futon, but I actually bought a really cheap one for guests and I prefer that one a little bit.
Yeah. We got it for Onsta.
Napinterclass says, I feel like eating skin is its defining feature, not grabbing ankles. Well, it can't eat your skin unless it grabs your ankles.
In the fire.
If it doesn't grab your ankle, then it's just a thing under your bed. Tony Steve says, when I was a kid, I used to be scared of the small red light on TVs at night.
Didn't mean that.
And Lil Puffling says, yeah, for real, I was scared of the R behind my house. I don't know what that is. And just constantly feeling like I was being watched. Bad in the dark. That's very frightening.
Scared of the area. Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I was scared of the R.
One of the scariest things that actually happened to us in real life.
Oh.
Here, you have the torch. Come over here. One of the scariest things that happened to us in real life was when we were in Japan. I found it scary. Like, we were staying in a hostel. So, you know, our room was one of many along a corridor of people. And in the middle of the night, someone was going around and they were shouting something. They sounded like they were angry. And I couldn't tell what they were saying because, of course, they weren't speaking English. So I was just like, oh, they sound mad. And I heard them, like, trying people's doors.
Really?
Yeah.
What was this in the Kyoto or the Tokyo one?
I think it was a Tokyo one. It was the first one we stayed in.
First one. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And just the sound of hearing someone going down a corridor and trying people's doors
Yeah.
was really scary. Because at that point, you want to get up and check that your door's locked.
But you don't
But you also
want
don't
to
want to draw
attract them.
attention
Yeah.
to yourself by making a sound at your door.
I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't end up trying our door. They got pretty close to our door.
Was I awake? Did I know this was happening?
I think you did, yeah. I told you about it, definitely.
I don't remember this.
Maybe you were just half asleep.
Maybe. Well,
because we were both awake. So maybe you were half asleep. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And you were like, I don't know. And just like went back to sleep. But yeah, that was scary because I was scared they were going to try our door or something. Or that something was going to kick off in the hotel.
Yeah.
For some reason. Yeah, it was more scary, honestly, because of the language barrier. Because I think if it had happened in England and I could tell what they were saying, it'd be easier to know what was happening. Like, oh, is it just a drunk person looking for someone and they don't know which room they're in?
Yeah.
Or are they trying to start some trouble with the people who own the place? Or like...
I think it's probably someone yelling for their friends and they were drunk and they couldn't find their own room.
Yeah, it was probably perfectly innocent, but it was very creepy to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Fnac, it's 4:30 a.m. for you. Oh my gosh. Well, good luck sleeping after all of the spooky stories, Fnac.
It's 4:30 a.m. You haven't slept. You sit up in bed.
Good luck sleeping now.
Wow.
Yeah. Memory says when I moved into my first house, it didn't have any electricity or plumbing attached yet. So I had to sleep on a futon in the living room. My parents were in the main bed in a very quiet part of town. I'm used to having some kind of ambient noise, so it was oppressively silent for me. My mother told me I woke up in the middle of the night wheezing and yelling with a clenched mouth because I was having sleep paralysis episode. Apparently you saw something looking at you. Oh, that's scary. Over the edge of the bed. I can't imagine sleeping in a quiet house and waking up to someone screaming through clenched teeth. Yeah, that'd be horrible. Sounds horrible for you and horrible for your parents. Honestly, that's one of the good things about living in England, is all of our houses here are so old that it's really rare that you find a house that doesn't creak at night, even if there's no sound anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, there's always something going on, whether it's just rats in the walls or whether it's like the house slowly falling apart.
I'm pretty sure we had pigeons in the wall.
At Declan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I would hear scratches in the walls in the bathroom specifically. So, and it was high up on the wall, so I think it was probably like pigeons nesting from outside. Yeah, I think it is kind of eerie to be somewhere silent, right? Because you can always hear something.
Yeah, because life is noise and unlife is not.
Like, that's one of the things I'd actually kind of like to do if I ever go on a road trip in America, is to drive out to somewhere in the desert. You know, now one of the highways that's really long and barely ever used because it's such a long trip. And just like get out of the car and listen and hear nothing, hear silence. Because England is such a small country that it's pretty noisy. There's not really anywhere you can go where you don't either hear a motorway nearby or planes going overhead, the buzzing of telegraph poles.
And she was never seen or heard from again.
Yeah. Barry says apparently my current house is haunted. Neighbors have said they've seen shadows moving around the attic through a window later in the evening. And the previous owner claimed the house was haunted. But apparently he was a drunk jerk who caused a lot of problems for the house and my neighborhood. So I guess when the ghost realized my wife and I were staying, they decided to leave us alone. Hey, you could always call the ghost boys over from the Watcher channel I mentioned earlier and have them look over your house. They only seem to antagonize ghosts though, so you know, fair warning. But yeah, I'd love to hear I'd love to go back in time to before humans existed and just hear what the sound of the world was before there was any of our electrical stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Or any of our mechanical stuff.
See
how quiet it really was.
I wouldn't be able to do that. I got ringing in my ears all the time now. So I'd just be like, oh, there it is.
I don't think I do, but I feel like if you went back, you'd be able to tell very easily.
Very easily, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, little man. Poor Kuma.
Little boy.
There's a thing on the trick or treat wheel where one of the treats is to give them treats on the webcam.
Yeah.
So, poor little man.
Oh, I don't have the webcam plugged in.
Well, you'll need to plug it in.
For next time.
Because, well, it's a good job that the redeem didn't happen then, isn't it? Wow. that's the end of our spooky stories.
That's all we got.
Yeah. I mean, I have other ones, but they're all pretty long, and we've gone to 12:30, so I feel like that's a pretty good session of spookiness.
I think so.
Yeah. It's nice to end on people's stories from chat as well. Do you want to hear the scariest thing, Doig?
What's the scariest thing?
When we go off stream, I'm going to ask you to help me clean. And he's gone. I should have known. Come back here. Come back here. You need to help me clean. I need your help. There's too much. Come back. Hey. Give me a hand.
I did do this to myself though.
You did. I was going to clean yesterday. I was like, today I'm just going to clean the apartment because it needs cleaning. But it's okay. I know you can't help me because you've got to do stream stuff.
Yeah.
And Doug was like, yeah, if you were doing it tomorrow, I'd help you. And I was like, you would?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I'll just put it off until tomorrow. And then you can help me.
And then you did. Then you went to sleep for a bit.
Rosmere says, I enjoyed being a disembodied guest. Thank you for being here, Rosmere. Thank you guys for the subbies today as well. We really appreciate it. And we had a lot of fun reading your spooky stories. Thanks to everyone who submitted a spooky story for us to read at a campfire. Wait. At our Campfire Chronicles.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What's on the docket for tomorrow?
I think tomorrow's our spooky movie screening.
Spooky movie screen, everybody.
We're all gonna watch a movie together.
Woo!
Yeah, so that should be fun. We've decided what it is we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Plan 9?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So look forward to that. A public domain horror movie. An oldie, but apparently a goodie. So I guess we'll discover it ourselves.
I hope it's better than Santa Goes to Mars.
I mean, I liked Santa Goes to Mars.
Santa was so weird in that film, dude.
Yeah,
he was so weird.
He was. He was doing his best for all the people of Earth.
Wait, it's famously bad?
Yeah, one of the first great bad movies. It's bad, but in an entertaining way.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
Okay, cool.
As are my favorite movies. So yeah, why did Santa go to Mars? Did he need moms? I'm sure I don't know what you mean. But yeah, Plan 9 from Outer Space tomorrow. We're gonna try and start on time tomorrow.
Yeah.
So this is your warning that I know we always start like an hour late, but tomorrow we're gonna try and be on time.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to miss the movie, check the schedule for what time we're streaming.
Yeah. 8 a.m.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to miss it because they're like, well, Doig and Swift always stream late, so you know, if I turn up an hour late, they'll probably just be starting. We're gonna try and start on time tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bring your tickets, bring your popcorn.
Yeah.
Bring your significant others. Let's all get cozy together.
Yeah.
Bring your blankets.
I should say that if any sub redeems happen during the movie, we'll probably just wait to do them till the end.
Yeah, okay.
Rather than pausing the movie for them.
Yeah.
So we'll have, if any subs happen during the movie, we'll have like a stockpile of them at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody. I'm gonna check who is streaming. We'll raid someone.
Who's around?
Do 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 do.
Movie night, or for us, spooky movies in the morning. It's the best way to start your day.
It's pirate software if you want.
Yeah.
All right.
Pirate software's great. Pirate software is life.
Did that work?
Yeah,
I did it.
Great job. Give me the ability to move, Doig. I want to say goodbye to everyone.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm going to try and fix that bug today.
Thank you guys so much. And until next time.
May the rest
Of your day.
be filled
With
adventure. Take care, everybody, and enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.